It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the Angels swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they got a win over the Astros in Houston, 11-7. As of right now, the Astros sit in second place in the American League West, while the Angels are atop the division. The Twins earned the 3-game series sweep as they were winners over the visiting Rangers, 7-6. As of today, the Twins are in third place in the AL Central, and the Rangers are in fourth place in the AL West. The A's hit 3 long balls as they sank the Mariners 7-0. In the standings, the Mariners sit in last place in the American League West Division, and the Athletics are second in the division. The Orioles tossed a combined 1-hitter as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 1-0. Entering the day's action, the Blue Jays are in third place in the AL East, while the Orioles are at the bottom of the division. Austin Meadows launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, helping lead the Rays to a win over the Yankees 7-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the American League in slugging percentage. Heading into the day, the Rays are in first place in the American League East, and the Yankees are fourth in the division. The White Sox put up 16 hits on the day as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 8-4. At the start of the day, the White Sox are leading the Central Division, and the Cubs are in third place in the NL Central. The Red Sox combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 3-1. In the standings, the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division, and the Red Sox sit in second place in the American League East Division. The Miami Marlins allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 6-2. Entering the day's action, the Braves are in second place in the NL East, and the Marlins are third in the division. The Royals launched 3 home runs as they took down the Nationals in Washington 7-5. As of today, the Nationals are in fourth place in the NL East, while the Royals are in fourth place in the AL Central. The New York Mets combined to allow only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 2-0. At the start of the day, the Mets are in first place in the NL East, while the Phillies are at the bottom of the division. The Cleveland Indians finished off a 2-game sweep as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 5-3. In the standings, the Reds are atop the NL Central, and the Indians are sitting atop the AL Central. The Brewers' second baseman, number 18, was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, leading the Brewers to victory over the Pirates 8-5. Heading into the day, the Pirates are in second place in the NL Central, and the Brewers are at the bottom of the division. The Diamondbacks held their opponent to just 2 hits as they bested the visiting Rockies 3-0. As of right now, the Diamondbacks are in second place in the NL West, and the Rockies are fourth in the division. The Dodgers sent 3 balls into the seats as they bested the visiting Padres 4-2. At the start of the day, the Dodgers are atop the NL West, while the Padres are third in the division. The St. Louis Cardinals held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 6-2. In the standings, the Giants are in last place in the NL West, while the Cardinals sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the rest of the All-Star break and don't forget to tune in over the next couple of days for all the latest. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting out west in the American League, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim completed a short two-game sweep as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 3-2. It was their 7th win in a row. Willie Calhoun drove in 3, leading Texas to victory over the Mariners 3-2. The Oakland Athletics put together 10 total hits as they stole the victory in extra innings over the Astros 3-2. The Indians hit 3 long balls as they blew out the Jays 6-0. The Tampa Bay Rays combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 5-3. The Marlins combined for a 4-hitter as they got the extra innings win over the White Sox 5-3. The Phils put up 16 hits on the day as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 9-4. The Yankees knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 5-3. The Kansas City Royals only allowed 2 hits in the game as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 2-0. The Colorado Rockies totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 7-2. The San Diego Padres smacked 15 team hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 9-6. The Brewers starting pitcher, number 29, grabbed win number 6 on the year as the Brewers took care of the Reds 2-0. Tyler O'Neill was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, helping the Cards pass the Buccos 8-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Baltimore Orioles combined for 10 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona 4-2. The San Francisco Giants completed a 3-game series sweep as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 2-1. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball. Playoff contending teams are making their final push to the end of the year. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the Angels knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the home victory against the Astros 7-5. Entering the day's action, the Angels are leading the AL West. They are enjoying a comfortable 9-game cushion. And the Astros are second in the division, 9 games back. Sean Manaea nabbed his 15th win this season as Oakland took down the Mariners 4-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. As of today, the Mariners are in last place in the AL West. They're over
Now that the rules are clear, it's time for the Home Run Derby. The round is now underway. Now hitting, representing the Atlanta Braves, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr. Gone. That's his first home run. Now hitting, the challenger in this hitting first in this championship round, Ronald Acuna Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, your Home Run Derby champion, Ronald Acuna Jr.
afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, a matchup of AL East rivals between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Masahiro Tanaka will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days.
Leading off for Toronto, the left fielder, Billy McKinney.
Digging in to try it again, number 13. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens. Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes, desperate times, call for desperate measures.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Gardner going back. Gone into Monument Park.
That was a mistake with location, and he drove it out of here. I can't overstate how important this home run is, folks. It's not just the 2 runs. It's what he does to the guys in the dugout. 5-0 seems pretty desperate, but 5-2 is doable. That changed the whole feel of this game.
Aroldis Chapman comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Number 21, Luke Maile.
Here's Randall Grichuk. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Digging in once again, Kevin Pillar. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
And Tulowitzki takes this one for the first out.
Now that second baseman.
Now at the plate, Freddie Galvis. Lifetime line against Chapman. He's 1 for 4. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch. First pitch on its way. And look out as that gets him. So that's going to bring home a run. And now that third base dugout has really come to life. They are not happy about that last pitch. Hard to blame them. And I think it's going to lead to a warning as you see the home plate umpire coming out. And he will indeed issue the warning to both benches.
Yeah, and at this point, the home plate umpire is making it clear to both teams that he's not going to tolerate any back and forth of hitting batters, and nor should he. It becomes a player's safety issue at that point, and that always...
And this gets down. Extra bases, and this could change everything. 2 runs have scored. Now the third man is scoring. And my goodness gracious, an inside the park grand slam. Come on. Stephen Tarpley enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Yankees, number 71.
This is in the air to left. Stanton has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 13.
Stepping in.
Shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sliced hard but foul. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus here in the top of the 9th as the left-handed power bat of Greg Bird dig.
For the Yankees, the first baseman,
Ken Giles is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Now pitching for Toronto, number 51, Ken Giles.
He's set. Here it comes. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now.
The shortstop, Troy.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Ripped down the line. This will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count. 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 1-2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left. And it's now a 1-run game. 7-6 now. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Couple of walks for him thus far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-1.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
The 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Pilar. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The center fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
So
Well,
that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. The Toronto Blue Jays came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. David Paulino pitches well enough to get the W. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home.
And a welcome inside the home of the Blue Jays, Rogers Center in Toronto. Today we've got a contest out of the American League East between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes... We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Opening night here in this brand new season. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak. So striding in, Dee Gordon, and we are set
Leading
for
off tonight
baseball
for
here this
Seattle,
evening.
the second baseman, D. Gordon.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one.
First pitch, 6:35.
And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. Malik Smith the next to hit. His career numbers against Manaea, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. High pop-up. Olson waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in now for the Mariners, Daniel Vogelbach. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. 2 out, nobody on. Heading out towards shallow right. Piscotty's there for it, and that ends the inning. 2-3 go the Mariners. Mariners nothing. A's coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Here it comes on 0-2. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Set. Here's the 0-1. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
The next 0-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Grounder down the line at third. Simeon in an 0-2 hole here.
Hey, down 0-2. He better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
That's a hit, their first of the new season.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And the runner will score from first. Olson takes the turn at third. He wants it all. safe at the plate, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And this will bang up against the wall. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go on this one.
Now the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And it's a foul ball according to the ump down the line. Awfully close that time. And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the 4 umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make a call for yourself. It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Boy, this is not the way you'd like to start an inning right here after that 2-run bomb. Another base hit, and this could get ugly real early.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack right now, Dan. He saw that 2-run missile go out, and he was on point getting himself a knock.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting ninth, the pitcher.
Striding into the box, Sean Murphy. And Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll move to the second inning here in Oakland. The A's lead this one 4-0. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Popped him up. And there's your first out of the inning. Stepping up now, Tom Murphy. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Simeon calls for it. 2 gone.
Batting 6.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. Mariners are down in order. They're down 4-0.
Leading off for the A's.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next will be Ramon Laureano.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the power hitting third baseman Matt Chapman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The 0-1 on its way. Up high in the air. Vogelbach has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
10. Shortstop. Martin.
Play ball. Ball 4.
Simeon.
Take your base. That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take your base. Ball 4. Take your base. That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take your base. Ball 4. Take your base. That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take your base. Take out. Ball 4. Take your base. 3.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Tom Murphy.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. His guys still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. Laureano will get there, and he puts it away to digging in. Chris Davis. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. Davis takes the turn at third. He wants it all. He comes across to score as they extend their lead even further. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Tony Kemp stands in as he looks at a called strike. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
Play ball. 3. 3.
something that every pitcher who's ever picked up a baseball dreams about, and he's done it. A no-hit gem in one of the most dominant performances I've seen in a while. He's in the record books forever now.
Well, before we say goodnight, we must sing the praises of the guy you see there.
Yeah, he was an absolute menace with runners in scoring position in this one. So he definitely had that clutch factor working. Could have been a real difference in the outcome if not for his contributions.
And 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
It's time for baseball in the Bay Area as we welcome you to the Oakland Coliseum. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland A's. Number 23 makes his big league debut right after this. Now batting, D. Gordon. He'll get
Leading off tonight for Seattle, the second baseman, D. Gordon.
Ball four, take your base. Ball four, take your base. That's ball four. Ball four, take your base. Ball four, take your base. That's ball four. Ball four, take your base. Ball four, take your base. That's ball four. Ball four, take your base. Ball four, take your base. That's ball four. Ball four, take your base. Ball four, take your base. That's ball four. Ball four, take your base. Ball four, take your base. That's ball four. Ball four, take your base. Ball four, take your base. That's ball four. Ball four, take your base. Ball four, take your base.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Athletics, number 40, Chris.
Ball four, take your base. Ball four, take your base. He saves. 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 Out. That's ball four. Three. He's out.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail biter, But it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that. It saves your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
Tons of runs in this one. Oakland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Eric Swanson claims the win out of the pen, his first, as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show, starting out west in the American League. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the Tribe had 12 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 10-6. Heading into the day, the A's are in second place in the AL West, while the Indians sit in third place in the American League Central. The Seattle Mariners put together 10 total hits as they took down the Red Sox on the road 6-5. At the start of the day, the Red Sox are in second place in the AL East, while the Mariners are in last place in the AL West. The Orioles totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Angels
MLB The Show has baseball from the
And
Pacific
now,
Northwest
your
and T-Mobile Park in Seattle.
2019
Tonight, it's an
Seattle
in-division matchup from the AL West
Mariners
between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. Major League Baseball. On the show starts now. Taijuan Walker gets the starting nod for the M's. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy wasn't too bad in this last one, Matt. Pitched all the way through the 6th inning. And listen, that's what you ask for nowadays. If you can get your starter to get you through the 6th inning and turn it over to the bullpen, he took the loss in the last one, but he actually pitched pretty well.
Coming to the plate now,
Leading off
Ramon
tonight for
Laureano.
Oakland,
And we are set
the
for
center
baseball
fielder,
here this evening.
number 22.
First pitch of the at-bat.
D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a
The next 0-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. D-Row, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
You want to talk about a team's worst nightmare. That's what this
Batting
lineup
second.
possesses.
The
They
second
lead the league in on-base
Tony.
percentage. I don't
Yeah.
care if it's hits, walks, hit by pitch. Does not matter. They are finding ways to create traffic on the base pass almost every inning. And eventually, someone's going to catch a gap, and that usually means...
Played on the backhand. And they won't have a play as he reaches it first. Let's see how this is scored.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating.
Batting
Play
third,
ball.
the
He
shortstop,
stay. He
Marcus
stay. He stay. He
Simeon.
stay. He stay. He stay.